Okay, so we will be reading a story today, but first I'm going to read the directions that you need to follow. So it says, click the video to read along with me. So if you're hearing this, you have clicked the video, so nice job. Highlight the evidence to the answer in the text. The three questions you'll be answering are, what can you learn from the story of Ariadne? So what can you learn? What lessons can you learn from her? Number two, why do you think that Ariadne decided to say her real name when introducing herself to the class? So, why did she decide to say her real name? And number three, what do you think will happen next in the story? Um, so then next, write one word in the box that you did not understand from the reading. Then look up the definition online. So we're going to go ahead and start our reading. Do this in full screen. Okay. So the reading is called A New Name. She sat in her new classroom and wondered how many people would mispronounce her name. She wanted to fit in so badly, and she told her mom what she wanted to do on the first day of school, but she was starting to have second thoughts. From the very first day that Ariadne had set foot in her new town of Anaheim, people had been saying her name incorrectly. It was already hard enough to fit in without having to explain to each person she met how to say her name. Ariadne was a nice and happy girl, and she never meant to sound rude when correcting others, but this was her name. Why couldn't people get it right? Ariadne missed her old school, her old friends, and the family she had left behind in Mexico City. She now had a choice to make. Was she going to change her name in her new home, or would she hold on to that piece of herself? So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that part of it. So you can use your highlighter tool right here. And you can highlight, she now had a choice. Where is it? So was she going to stay, or was she going to change her name in her new home, or would she hold on to that piece of herself? Okay. So this isn't really the answer to the question, it's just asking, it's related to the question, so that's why I highlighted it. The bell finally rang. School had started. The teacher, Miss Nash, asked Ariadne to stand up and introduce herself. She got up out of her chair, she stood tall and proud, scanning the room and all of her new classmates, and said, "My name is Ariadne, and I am very happy to meet all of you." Ariadne then sat down, breathed a sigh of relief, and smiled as she thought about this new start. So we're going to highlight, she got up out of her chair, so this is what she did. She stood tall and proud, so she's proud of her name, scanning the room and all of her new classmates, and said, this is what she said. So she told them all her real name without having to shorten it or make a nickname out of it. She said her real name. She breathed a sigh of relief and smiled. So these two are very important to answer your questions. So you can look back at the reading and look at these highlights. The next part of it was you were going to write a word that you did not understand from the story. So one word that I saw that might be difficult to understand was this word. I'll highlight it or I'll underline it in red. It's relief. Oh, that's too big. So to erase, you would go here. You can just erase it like this. And then I'm going to underline. You can make your pen size smaller, and I'm going to underline the word relief. So you can write the word relief right here on the top right. R E L I oh I E F. Relief. So you're going to look up the word relief either on the internet or in a dictionary, and you're going to write the definition here. What does the word relief mean? So you'll go ahead and do that on this page. So you should have on this page, on Nearpod, you should have your highlights right here. You should have one word in the story. It does not need to be relief, but I just chose it because maybe it seemed like a difficult word. So a word that you do not know, you will underline it, and then you'll write the definition here on the top right corner.